So midlife is not generic. It is messy. We have been through all those midlife maelstroms. We've been married, probably we've been divorced, had a big split from a partner, had a big career shift. We are menopausal. We might be on HRT. Our bodies are changing. Our faces do not look like they did when we were in our 20s. We might be carrying some extra weight. We have raised children. They have left the nest. You are left with that feeling of, who am I? What am I doing? What am I about? We might be looking after elderly parents or disabled loved ones. I have a feeling you are thinking the same thing as me. This time of year, the self-help gurus all spouting about how to be more self-confident. Just act, just do it. Take action, one foot in front of the other. I know, I've heard it. It just doesn't seem to take account of anything that's happening for us as women in midlife, women over 40, women over 50, women over 60. I'm going to share what I think these self-help gurus are missing. I know you can add some in too. Let's rewrite the rules on how to build unshakable self-confidence. Hello Bab, how you doing? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Marv. I'm a television journalist. I'm an expert in craft beer and I'm also a transformative coach. I help women like you, women like me, women in middle age, women in midlife, embrace their inner wisdom, find themselves, go on a journey of self-discovery and create a more fulfilling life for themselves. And this channel, Midlife with Marv, is all about how we get through, find inner peace, just do what we want in our lives without fuss, with less stress. So thanks for joining me. One of the pieces of advice that I really can't stand is just try. It's not enough. It doesn't take account of all the responsibilities that we're juggling. Like I said, if you're a caregiver, you are dealing with a loss of confidence, anxiety, all of those health challenges that the menopause brings on. So what we need are tools to really acknowledge the realities of where we are and everything that's happened to us, not just the catch-all, try it. Another thing that really drives me a little la-la about what some of the self-help gurus are saying is that they imply that we're all starting from zero, that we're all on the same page, whereas actually, when we get to midlife, we've got a lot of baggage. We've got societal expectations on our shoulders. We're probably in a zone of doing things that we think we ought to do, that we should do, and we've internalized those feelings. So what we need in terms of tools to help us with self-confidence is something that really helps us unpack the baggage that we've got, that we've accumulated over decades, to help us move on with the real intention, right? Something else that the self-help gurus often talk about is being objective when it comes to self-confidence. Now, to me, objectivity, it's a privilege, isn't it? I mean, when you get to middle age, sitting here in midlife, your energy, your outlook, everything's shifted, the changes in your hormones, the shifts that you have had in your career, the problems that you might be encountering in your job. You might be an empty nester. There are layers and layers of things. As well as that, your background, your cultural heritage, where you live, your finances. It's much more difficult to look at everything objectively. And so I think what we need in terms of help around self-confidence when we get to this age is a multifaceted approach and an appreciation of all of the wider things that impact us. All the self-help podcasts and the books talk about actually how social media itself is a minefield and how you do have to curate what you're watching and what you're reading and what you're paying attention to. And I've done that video on doom scrolling. You can go and have a look at that. My advice as a journalist about how to curate your news feed. It is easier said than done. It doesn't, though, appreciate the fact that we are coming in midlife and middle age. We're coming to social media differently. We are seeing a lot of young people. We're seeing a lot of youth, a lot of beauty, a lot of excess, a lot of excessive luxury that maybe we didn't have when we were younger. If we were brought up in the 60s and 70s, there were some poor times, some tough times, a winter of discontent, a miners' strike. We kind of came from more of a mindset of lack, and also we were brought up without technology, without the internet, without mobile phones, without all of this stuff that everyone sees in their fingertips now. So we need, again, new approaches and new methods of how to harness the good in social media and to make sure that we are eliminating the bad from it. It's time for a self-confidence revolution. And we need one that empowers us really to redefine, I would say, success and passion and our energy, and really helps us embrace our age and our wisdom so that then we can live life with joy. Let me tell you how. All of these parts of the self-confidence revolution, the charter, are all about you. It does involve you doing some work, which is, why am I sitting here talking about being a coach and I'm not going to ask you to do the work, okay? But the first thing really is that you should be honouring your limitations, right? We are not in our 20s anymore. We should stop acting like we're in our 20s anymore. And we just got to go, okay, I'm going to have a go. I'm not going to have the same outcomes perhaps as someone in their 20s or their 30s, but I'm still going to give it a try. And I'm going to show up in whatever state it is. I'm going to give myself grace about the fact that I am not being a perfectionist, that I am just going to do the best that I can in the moment, right? Speaking of perfectionism, the 25 habits that I'm going to ditch this year. Go check it out. The second one in the charter is rewriting your story. You've changed. You're not the woman you were. You're not the person that you used to be. But you can be somebody new. I always say this in my videos. You've got another, like if you're like me and you're in your 50s, right, your mid-50s, you've got another 30 years ahead, hopefully, right? Pray to God, pray to whoever it is, the higher power. You can do something new. You could try a new job. You could start that new business. There's nothing stopping you, or don't let anything stop you, or find ways to navigate around the factors that might be stopping you. Learn a new skill. Even if it's try out a new sport. You don't have to be the old person that you used to be and be stuck in the doldrums. You can rewrite your own story. The third part of the charter, find your tribe. This is something that I'm doing a lot more this year. There are a lot of my girlfriends who I contact on WhatsApp. I don't see enough. Already I'm out the gate. I've got a lunch next week. I've got a dinner in a couple of weeks. I'm going around to see my friend for coffee, literally as I finish recording this video. These are girls who I love, and often I speak to others and I say I love them, but I don't see them enough. So if you've got girlfriends like that, close friends, man friends, male friends, go and see them more, hang out with them more, share experiences more, learn from each other. If you don't have a circle of friends, try and cultivate them. So coming back to rewriting your story, try to go and do something new. Go to that yoga class, go to that book club and start talking to people and making friends. Because I just think that power of being around other people and soaking up other people's energies and collaborating and sharing and creating is so powerful. Find your tribe. It will nourish you. The last one of the charter, it is really hard and it's something that I can help you with as a coach, but it's about embracing your inner wisdom. You do have it. You've endured a lot in life. You've experienced a lot. You have life lessons. Trust your gut in terms of when you're asking yourself, what should I do? What can I do? You can do anything. You have so much going for you. I know you don't realize it, but believe it. Try and get that down in your spirit. You can grow in self-confidence if you take on some of those from the charter, the 4 in my charter. Honouring your limitations, rewriting your story, finding your tribe, and embracing your inner wisdom. If you like this video, like, comment, subscribe. Lots more videos on my channel. Thanks for watching. See you soon.